Alright, hey there guys. In this video I'm going to show you how I prepare a batch of people chow. You can find a link to the recipe in my description. Alright, so we're going to start off here with the pitcher. Picked this up at my local store for about $3 or $4. It's a 1 gallon / 3.8 liter container. It has a nice tight lid too, so that's good. And that's BPA free also. Alright, so let's get started here. Take this lid off. Okay, and this is my scale here. It's a Pro Scale LCS 500. Alright, I'm just gonna turn it on now. Okay, and this is just a standard cup, nothing special about it. So let's just set that on there. Okay, this cup should come to about like 40 to 43 grams. Alright. 42.9, yeah, that's fine. Alright, now I'm just going to tare it to get evened out. Alright. So, first ingredient we're going to start with here is the instant corn flour. I'm using a MASECA. You can pick this up at most grocery stores for like $2 or $3. And I have a little bit of it here packed in a different container here for easy access. Picked this up for like $1, so it's pretty nice. Okay. Lid is really tight fitting on this thing. Alright. Oh, gotta turn the scale back on. Alright, let's just make sure it goes back. Yep, perfect. Okay, so I want about 345 grams of this corn flour here. This should take up most of the entire cup here. Just keep scooping a little bit in there and touch the scale to make sure it doesn't like shut off. Let's see how much we have here. 259. Getting there. Uh, 327. Almost there. Uh, 342. 345.6. Close enough. Alright. I just seal this container, putting it off to the side. Okay, so now we got that. Just dump it right into the pitcher here. Okay. Next I'm going to add the whey protein isolate here. I'll use the same cup for this. Okay. This is the natural vanilla flavor. You can pick up a neutral flavor, and I think they have another flavor too. For this, you want 55 grams. Screw the lid off that. And get some of that stuff off the scale there. Okay, turn it back on. Re-tear the cup. Alright, good. Alright, so 55 grams of this stuff here. It's like a little over 2 scoops, I think. 22 right there. 50. It's a little bit more there. 51. 55.5. Just try to take a little bit off that. 54. 54.5. 55.1. Good enough. Okay. Alright, yeah, that's about what 55 grams of this stuff looks like. Okay, move that to the side, and let's just add it to the pitcher here. Alright, so, put that back up there. Let's re-tear it. Alright, so that's good. Alright, this is GNC Mega Men Sport. And of this, you want about 23 grams. Actually, no, I'm going to switch to a smaller container here. Alright, good. So yeah, 23 grams of this. 7, 12, 18, 22.3. 23. Okay, put that off to the side and add to the mix. Okay. Let's see here. And next I'll add the salt. And here's the salt that I'm using. And the important part to make sure is that it's iodized. Alright, and of salt you want 4 grams of this. Alright, 4 grams of salt. And add to the mix. And off to the side again. Alright, so next is some potassium citrate. I just put in a different container here. It's like a kind of powdery stuff. And you want about 6 grams of this. Make sure what this is. Yep, still zeroing out. Alright, so 6 grams. Alright, yep, pretty spot on there. Off to the side, and into the mix. Alright, next. This is some calcium and magnesium citrate. It's also a powder, and you want about 6 grams of this. Now, in case you're wondering what this label is, I just have little labels on top of my containers just to remind me how much I need. See if you have Chow 3.0.1. Alright, so 6 grams of this. Oops, scale went off. Alright, still good. Alright, into the mix. off to the side. Alright, next is some chlorine bitartrate. It's kind of heavier than the rest. And it's also powder. And you want about 2 grams of this. I'll just take out a tiny bit there. Alright, 2 grams. And it's a very small amount there. And into the mix. Alright, so let's see here. For my mix, I do like to add a little bit of sugar, but it's not a required part or anything. I usually like to add like 30 grams to it. Might be a bit much, but I can work on that a little bit. Alright. 13.3. 26. Oh, 30.9. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I don't usually add any like exact specific amount, but usually it ends up around 30. And into the mix. Okay. And this is some Diatomaceous Earth. I just have this stuff lying around. It's not a required part either, but I just like to add a little bit of a small amount to this. Where's the focus there? Alright, there it goes. Alright, so tear that. Okay, so let's just add some in here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 10. Yeah, 10's good. Alright, off to the side. And into the mix. Alright, add the protein, add the Mega Man Sport. Let's see. Yep, so I think our final ingredient here is soybean oil. Alright, this is just some Crisco pure vegetable oil. And ingredients, soybean oil. And of this you want about 50 grams or so. And 53, it's a little bit over. And I can't really pour it back in there though, so. Okay. Into the mix. Now I'm just going to run over to the sink real quick and rinse this cup out into here. And add we'll add water up until it gets to like to the 3 liter mark, like right around here. Alright, here it is with some water in it. Yeah, I see all that corn flour down at the bottom. Okay, so we're going to put our lid on here. dust in it. Okay, make sure the lid is tight. Let's close up the scale here. Okay, now I just want to shake the container up to try to mix as much of it as possible. And relieve the pressure a little bit there. And shake it some more. And relieve the pressure again. Yeah, you just want to make sure you mix it like well and good, because some of that corn flour likes to get stuck in the corners of this thing. Yeah. Alright, that's being a little stubborn there, so I'll be right back. Alright, so for that little bit that's stuck in the corner there, I'm just going to take a chopstick and just kind of move it around down there. Alright. Shake it up a little more. Alright, yeah, that's pretty mixed there. Let's see how much is in here. It's going to add a little bit more water just to bring it back up to 3 liters there. Alright. This is what a finished batch looks like right here. Oh, and when you're mixing this, very important, but you want to use cold water. If you use hot water, this lid will like blow right off and stuff will get everywhere. Definitely don't want that happening again. Alright. So now this is mixed. I usually just put it in the fridge for a few hours, and yeah. And whenever I want some, I just pour a glass every now and then, drink it, and go about my business, you know? So, I hope you enjoyed the video. And feel free to ask any questions if you have any.